let's take a look inside. So when you first enter the house, to your left, you'll see a very spacious dining room. It's a beautiful dining room. Now, one thing that you want to notice is this home has won a number of awards. One of them is the 2024 Spring Parade of Home Best Exterior. So it's a beautiful exterior. We're actually going to go into the laundry room first, and then we're going to go upstairs. So this door would actually lead you to the garage, but right now they have the garage turned into an office. This is the laundry room, and you've got your washer dryer. This is probably one of the features that I love the most. And you don't normally see this in new homes, but this is a utility tub. It is, or utility sink, but it is a fantastic option to have, especially when you want to wash things that are big. Even if you've got pots and pans from the kitchen and you just need a deep tub or a deep sink to be able to wash them in, you can use this for, you know, taking care of pretty much anything that you really don't want to muck up your kitchen with. They've got this set up as a little doggy area, which is kind of neat. And then underneath here, you have a little storage area underneath the stairs. So when you come out of the laundry room and you're facing this wall, to your right directly is the stairwell. So we're going to walk upstairs and we're going to take a look at the upstairs first. So many features in this home. 3,500 square feet is a lot to go through, but we're going to go through every inch of it. So you're at the end of the stairwell. Right in front of you is the first bathroom. Now, double vanities. All of the cabinets are soft close. You've got plenty of space. And so you can see that's a soft close cabinet. Beautiful tile and a very deep tub. If you can see that. Okay. Now, when you come out, straight to your left is another bedroom. And beautiful large closet, walk-in closet, which you don't normally see in most homes, even in some 4 and 5 bedroom homes. Now, you come out of there, looking straight ahead, you've got the stairwell. To your left, you have this gigantic master bath, or a master bedroom. And this master bedroom is huge. It's really hard to tell how big this is. It is absolutely enormous. Now, as you come around the master bedroom, you are going to see that there is a balcony. And so you have this beautiful view of the community around you. Of course, right now there's a lot of construction going on, but it'll quiet down once they get everything finished. We come back and get back inside where it's quiet and cool, because it's still pretty humid right now. Once you come back into the house, to the left, you have the master bath, which the master bath is also ginormous. So you've got the double sinks, you've got a cosmetic station, beauty station, you've got your water closet, a huge shower. And when I say huge, you're looking at probably 5 by 4. So that is a very, very large shower. And then the master bedroom closet is like a whole nother house practically. It is enormous. If you fill this thing up, you've got too much stuff. I'm just telling you right now. This is an absolutely huge master closet. And then to Your left here, you have a linen closet. Okay, so let's exit the master bath. Now we're back into the master bedroom. And real quick, if you've never been to my channel before, my name is Reina. I'm a local real estate agent here in Central Florida. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to set up a showing, you're looking at making a move soon, feel free to give me a call. And the best way to do that is by going to talkwithvince.com. Again, that's talkwithvince.com, and put yourself on my schedule so that we can have a phone conversation. No pressure. I'm not like that, but we will sit down and talk a little bit about what it takes to actually purchase a home, give you some different choices, some options, and kind of come up with a plan for how you want to do things, or answer any questions that you need me to answer. So again, just go to talkwithvince.com and get on my schedule, and I'd love to sit down and chat with you. All right, let's move on. Okay, so as we exit the master, and I know the way you should be saying it is primary. I don't do that. I'm old-fashioned. And now we have our third bedroom, which is right here, and again, with a very large closet, very large walk-in closet. And it's a very large, very spacious bedroom. Now, once we come out of there, you have the stairwell to your left. You have this open area here where you can see the foyer. But then you have this amazing, I'm going to call it a second living room or a movie theater room. Whatever you want to do with it, you can. It's huge. This is absolutely huge. So you have really another living room upstairs. You can turn it into a theater room. You can turn it into a play area, whatever you want to do. And then we have another bedroom. Now, the interesting thing with this bedroom is this bedroom has its own bathroom. So this could be something for mom and dad. It could be a guest bedroom, whatever you want to do with it. And it has all the same features except a little bit smaller cabinet. But everything else is the same. Same countertop, same soft close cabinet, the whole nine. Now, when we exit that bedroom, that's the last bedroom that we're looking at upstairs. Again, you've got your living room, the upstairs living room, here to the left. And then as you go to the right, this is your air handler. So you've got your air handler there. And then you come back around and you're back at the stairwell. So I'll meet you down at the bottom of the stairs. So once again, we are at Hawthorne Ranch in South Lakeland, and we're touring the Mira Lago. Now, there are 3 versions of the Mira Lago. There's the A, B, and C version. And I'm going to show you see if I can help you see that. And then this is the floor plan. Can you see that? Okay. So you have so many choices with MI Homes. They are a semi-custom home builder. And so when you look at any of their homes, but especially these, you have 2 different options here as far as the size of the home site, and then you have 2 different options as far as the garages and bedrooms, baths, all of that. So let's talk about the size of the home sites. You have a 50-foot or a 60-foot home site. The 50-foot is going to give you a 3-car garage. The 60-foot is going to give you a 4-car garage. Now, when it comes to all of that, you have the Mira Lago A, which is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath with the little, I'm going to call it a game center upstairs, 4-car tandem garage. That is 3,531 square feet. And then you have the Mira Lago, I think that was the A. You have the other one, which they have it down as an A as well, but I think it's either a B or a C. But it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath with a 3-car garage and the same upstairs game area. Now, because they have a lot of flexibility, you have a lot of choices, and those choices start at about 489,000, basically 490,000, and they go up to 565 or over. It depends on what you want. You can put the balcony in, you can take the balcony out. You can have a 3-car, you can have a 4-car. You can have 3 full baths. I mean, there's so many different choices and options you have with a semi custom home builder that it really is going to depend on what you're looking for. Now, as far as what the home comes with, it is a smart home. So you have the app, and you have wireless security, video doorbell, smart light switch, keyless entry door, programmable thermostat, wireless entry door control, wireless access point pre-wired inside, wireless access point pre-wired outside, security camera pre-wired at garage, and then 1-year free interactive service plus professional system setup. So there's a lot that goes into this. Now, the community itself is brand new. MI's only built about 50 homes in this community, and they're planning on it probably a total of 1,200. They're in the very beginning stages of phase 2. Some of those 1,200 are going to be townhomes that are going to be on the other side, but there's still plenty of time to get in and get a home like this. This is the site map. You can see that. And that site map has kind of all the homes that are there, including, I don't know if it shows it on here or not. I have another one that I'll put up there. But in the future, there's going to be a 5,000 square foot resort style swimming pool, a gym, a clubhouse, and total about 10 miles of walking trails, hiking, biking trails. So you've got a lot of outdoor activities. There's going to be kids' playgrounds and all kinds of fun stuff as well. I'm not sure if they're going to have a dog park, but I can find out. All right, now let's talk a little bit about what you end up with as far as your HOA, your CDD, which this does have a CDD. You have an HOA fee of $40. And depending on which lot you get, if you get a 50-foot home site, it is $2,105 per year for the CDD. If you get a 60-foot home site, it's $2,267 per year. So with the HOA fee, you're still well under $300 a month, which is pretty good considering everything that you're getting. Now, I'm going to show you this because I want you to see some of the things that are around here. You've got an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school, all within about 15 minutes or so. Okay, can you see that? You also have Florida Air Museum, Lakeside Village with the Lakeside Village IMAX Theater. You have the Silver Moon Drive-In, Game Over Escape Room in Plant City. All of these are very close to you. Restaurants, you've got Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Sandwich Factory, and Paco Tacos. That's what they chose? Really? I can give you much better choices than that. You've got some fantastic restaurants within about 15 minutes of here. So yeah, we won't talk about that anymore. That sucks. I can give you much better options. But you do have a brand new Publix that went in on County Line Road, because where this is, I used to live actually in this, around this community. I lived off of Shepherd Road, which is like 1.5 miles, 2 miles away. And the road that takes you to Hawthorne Ranch, Pipkin Road, actually ends at County Line. So when you look at getting to I-4 to get to Tampa or to Orlando, you're probably 8 minutes away from I-4, maybe a little bit quicker, maybe a little bit shorter distance. To get to 60, which is on the other side, that would be heading south, you're probably 10, 12 minutes away. So to get to Brandon or to get back into, East Polk County, you're 10, 15 minutes away from being on 60, or 8 to 10 minutes away from being on I-4 to get to Tampa or Orlando. So you're very centrally located. When you get down into State Road 37, which is Florida Avenue, that's where everything opens up. If you have to have your tires changed or rotated, if you have to go to a mechanic, if you want to go out to dinner with your family, all of that stuff can be done on Florida Avenue, and you're probably 10 to 12 minutes away from Florida Avenue, maybe a little bit more depending on which route you take. The Lakeside Village Mall is an outdoor mall with tons of shops and shopping. They've got the Village 18 Cinema, which is a huge movie theater, and there's tons of really good restaurants there. Lots of stuff going on there. It's kind of hard to explain it, but there's Books A Million. There's some big box stores, Belk Lindsay, Ross's, all of that stuff. I'm pretty sure Belk's is there. I'd have to ask my wife. Anyhow, all of that stuff is there. And then let's see here. You're pretty close to Sam's, Target, Walmart Supercenter, Walgreens, and the Merchants Walk shopping center, which was the big deal back in the 80s when I first moved here. Not so much a big deal now because the Lakeside Village kind of took over. All right, so let's see here. As far as like hospitals, animal clinics, stuff like that, you have the Lakeland Regional, or Lakeland Linder, they used to call it Lakeland Regional, Lakeland Linder Airport, International Airport. That is an airport that used to be a very, very small airport. It used to be just for, mom and pop planes is what I call them. That has grown, and now they have commuters going to Miami, going all over the place. They have sometimes, larger flights. You'd have to get on their website and take a look, but you do have options besides going to Orlando International or Tampa International. You do have All Creatures Animal Clinic, which is right up the road from here on Pipkin. Fantastic vet, used to know him a long time ago. You have South Florida Baptist Hospital and Lakeland Regional Health, which is probably one of the premier hospitals in the area. Lakeland Regional, the main hospital, is almost to downtown. And so if you were to take I-4 to 92, which is Memorial, you'd be able to get there within about 15, 20 minutes. So you're very close to pretty much everything. Now, let's see here. What else do you get? This is where it gets fun, folks. You get a 10-year structural warranty, I should say, and a 10-year construction defects warranty, as well as your 1-year bumper-to-bumper kind of warranty. So you have 1 year that covers pretty much everything. You have a 10-year warranty that covers the structure of the home. So anything structurally that's not sound, you're covered for 10 years. And then you have a builder's defect or construction defect warranty for 10 years. So if it's something that they brought in, let's say materials that weren't that great, and there's an issue, or if there was some, let's say the guys, built the kitchen on a Friday or a Monday. Friday, of course, they're ready to go out partying, and Monday they got back from partying and they may not be doing too well. They have the warranty for that, and all of this is transferable. So if you get into a situation where down the road you have to sell the house, you have that as, a pretty good value for the future buyer. Now, what builder concessions are they giving you as a buyer? You are getting $40,000 in flex cash, which we'll talk about in a second, and $10,000 for a down payment. That's $50,000 total. So we already know what a down payment is, okay? So we're gonna leave that off to the side. Flex cash is money that you can use for a number of things. You can add it to your down payment, okay? You can use it to pay your closing cost. That's great. Or you can use it to buy down your interest. So if you're looking at a 5.75, you can buy it down to 3.5, whatever you want to do. But the reason they call it flex cash is not just that you can use it for any of those things, you can divide it up however you want. So if you want to take 10 grand and put it on buying down your interest, you want to take the rest of it and divide it up between putting it on your down payment and then paying off closing costs, excuse me, whatever you want to do, you have the flexibility to deal with your finances however you like. So those are the highlights of what you get here. If you have questions about any of this, again, just set up an appointment for a phone consult. Just go to talkwithvince.com and get on my schedule. And I would love to sit down and talk to you and answer any questions you have. And if I don't know anything about what's going on, which sometimes I don't, excuse me, I will find out for you. So let's move on. All right, so we are now at the bottom of the stairs and we're looking out over the kitchen. So let's start by going this way and taking a look at the fridge. So this is a brand new fridge, and that's included, by the way. There's a freezer section, and these are all GE appliances, stainless steel appliances, and you've got the refrigerator, which of course they've got tons of water in there. You've got this set up right now as a little coffee station. You can do pretty much whatever you want to do. If you come around here, you have a huge pantry. Kind of hard to tell just how big that pantry is, but it is a very large, very, very spacious pantry. And then you come around and you've got a section here that could be a bar. It could be a place where you can put, other things, whether it's an air fryer or, whatever you want. You've got plenty of cabinet space here. So you can pretty much do with this whatever you'd like to do. If you've got a Cuisinart, or if you've got some other kitchen appliances that you don't want out all the time, you can put them here. And again, these are all soft closed doors. There we go. There we go. All right, then you have the rest of the kitchen. Now, again, the kitchen was awarded the 2024 Spring Parade of Homes Best Kitchen. So this is pretty big stuff. You've got your microwave, you've got your range, a double oven. Now, I will tell you this right now, because we do Thanksgiving at our home pretty much every year, and we have been for years. A double oven is huge. If you've ever tried to cook a turkey and then cook all of the other stuff, whether it's mac and cheese or casserole or whatever, you know that trading off that space and having to take the turkey out, put the mac and cheese in, all of that gets to be pretty old. This actually gives you the ability to do a lot of stuff that you would normally not be able to do. You've got really nice brand new dishwasher, double sink, and the breakfast bar. Sorry if I'm a little bit cocked off here with my video. Trying to keep it straight up. Now we have the large living room downstairs. So this is the downstairs living room. And I'm going to try to get here into the eat-in kitchen portion so you can see what that looks like. And then I'm going to go back around to the living room, because the living room is really huge. So you've got that kind of casual dining area as well as a formal dining area. Then you've got this huge living room right at the base of the stairwell. And this is where things get kind of interesting too. So to my right here, as I come down the hall, you have another bedroom. This is a fairly standard bedroom. It's pretty big, but it doesn't have the walk-in closet, which is still fine. It's got plenty of room. You have a small linen closet. And then you have your third bathroom. Deep tub, same vanity, all of that. By the way, if you like the video, drop a comment and let me know. I appreciate it. All right, now here's the other cool thing. You have a huge porch. Now remember, a lot of these new homes don't come with porches. Sorry about the noise, but the ACs are going to town right now because it's pretty hot and humid. So when you look at this porch, it is really a big porch. It's kind of an L shape. It wraps all the way around. And even the ceilings on the porch are probably 10 foot. So all of this is screened in. And even though this is locked right now, you can get into that eat-in kitchen or that casual dining area from here. About figures that as soon as I come outside, everybody would be backing up and making noise. Okay. All right, now we're inside where it's cool and quiet.